students. In my today's class, I'm going to discuss the third chapter of your snapshot book, and this chapter name is Ranga's Marriage, written by Masti Venkatesh Iyengar. Okay, or you can say M.V. Iyengar. So, let's talk about the author. M.V. Iyengar was a well-known writer in Kannada language. He was the fourth among Kannada writers to be honored with the Janapith Award. Okay, this Janapith Award is the highest literary honor conferred in India. Okay, so Mr. M.V. Iyengar was a well known writer in Kannada language. Introduction of the lesson. The story of this Ranga's marriage revolves around the character named Ranga, okay, who's the accountant's son who got the opportunity to go out of the village to study. Okay, when this story written, at that time it was a big thing for a person to move outside of the village to get education. Okay, so that's why Ranga is the main character here because he got the opportunity to go out of the village to study. The narrator here in the story, the narrator Shama takes you through a journey where he changes Ranga's perception about marriage, how he staged their union with the help of a Shastri, and what role English has played in their village. Okay, this chapter also talks about the importance of English, okay, at that time. The entire story involves funny instances and references what the narrator has made sure for your mind stays occupied with this story. So this story we can say after reading the story we'll get that the story is a humorous story. Okay, there are so many funny instances in the story. Let's talk about the character of this story, Ranga. Okay, main character. The whole story revolves around him. Ranga, the son of an accountant, gets educated outside his village at Bangalore. Okay, but he has not changed much when he returns as he follows the traditional courteous behavior towards elder. However, Ranga's view about marriage are non-traditional. Okay, the narrator's strategy succeed in making him agree to the traditional arranged marriage. Okay, so this is about Ranga. Now Shama. Shama is the narrator of the story. He is Ranga's neighbor. He is impressed by Ranga's cultured behavior and plans a strategy, takes the village astrologer into confidence, and finally makes Ranga agree to marry an 11-year-old orphan girl, Ratna. Okay, Ratna, she is an 11-year-old orphan girl who is staying with her uncle Ramarao. She is pretty and sings very sweetly. She also knew how to play veena and the harmonium. She impressed Ranga so that he changes his views on marriage. Okay, Shastri, his village astrologer who plays his role to perfection as tutored by Shama. Okay, it's a Shama's plan. Okay, so village astrologer had a great role in the strategy. Okay, because he plays his role to perfection as tutored by Shama, but he doesn't want to be treated shabbily and tries to assert his knowledge of the Shastra when Shama tried to make fun of him. Okay, so these are the character of the story. Now let's talk about the summary of this story. I have divided the summary into main points. Okay, one by one I will discuss the summary with the help of these points. Okay, no fancy title of the story. Okay, the narrator comments why he had not given any elaborate title to the present story, like Ranganatha's Viva or Jagannatha's Vijaya. The reason is that the story is about a common boy, Ranga, okay, and his marriage. He is an accountant's son and native of village Hushali. This is very main point that Ranga belongs to village Hushali. Okay, so let's talk about the village Hushali. Village Hushali. The narrator mentions that this village is very small and it is not mentioned in geography books. Okay, still he speaks highly about Vishali. Now narrator here praises Vishali village. Okay, it's not a big village, it's a very small village. It's not mentioned in geography books. Okay, still he speaks highly about Vishali. Even the local doctor, Dr. Gunda Bhatta, okay, who has visited many places outside India, finds it an impressive village. Okay, the village is famous. The village Hoshali is famous for its sour mangoes and creepers growing in the village pond. Okay, the leaves of this creeper could serve as good plates for serving afternoon meals. But the narrator Shama says that real appreciation of the village can be felt only if one visits it personally and gets acquainted with it. Okay, through Shama's character, actually writer Masti Venkatesh Iyengar himself praising his village. Okay, yes, next point is Ranga's homecoming was a great event. Shama, narrator, okay, recalls an incident that happened 10 years ago. The village accountant was first one to gather enough courage to send his son to Bangalore to study. Okay, not many people knew English then. Okay, that's why Ranga's homecoming was a great event. Okay, a big crowd went to greet him. That time it's very big. I've already told you. It was a big thing for a person to go outside from the village to get education. Okay, and the returning of that person became a kind of festival for the villagers. Okay, so Ranga's homecoming was also a great event because he was coming back after getting education from the city. Okay, the narrator rushed to see him. Everyone was surprised to see the Ranga had not changed. Okay, there was too much crowd at Ranga's home at that time. Okay, the people of the village came to see that whether Ranga has changed or not. Okay, but they were surprised to see that Ranga was not changed. The crowd of the people slowly disappeared. Only the narrator continued to stand there. Okay, Ranga had a smile on his face. He still followed the rituals of his caste by respectfully touching the narrator's feet. Okay, it means Ranga was not a changed man. Okay, he knew the rituals and he knew how to respect the elders. Next is narrator decided to get Ranga married. This same afternoon, Ranga went to narrator's house with a couple of oranges in his hand. Okay, the narrator thought that such a fine and generous boy should get married and settle down. He inquired about Ranga's plan to get married. Ranga said that he didn't want to get married soon. Okay, Ranga's views about marriage was non-traditional. Okay, he was searching for a right girl who was mature enough. Okay, secondly, he wanted to marry a girl he admired. Okay, he was not in favor of arranged marriages. Okay, Ranga was not in a favor of arranged marriages. Okay, that prevalent in society. Till he got a girl of his choice, he wanted to remain bachelor. The narrator was dressed to learn about the narrator was distressed to learn about Ranga's views on marriage, but he made up his mind that very soon he would get Ranga married. Okay, after getting Ranga's views about marriage, narrator was a little bit disturbed, depressed. Okay, but even then he decided to get Ranga married soon. Okay, The next point is the narrator found a suitable girl for Ranga. The narrator found the most suitable girl for him. It was Rama Rao's niece Ratna, a pretty and beautiful girl of 11 who had came who had come to stay with him after her parents died. Okay, she was an orphan girl, resided with her uncle after her parents died. She was from a big town, so she knew how to play the veena and the harmonium. Okay, through this, the writer also wants to show the culture of the Indian society prevailing that time. Okay, she also had a sweet voice. Okay, she knew how to play veena, harmonium, and she was also a good singer, having a sweet voice. Okay, next is narrator started playing matchmaker. The next morning, the narrator told Ramarao's wife to send Ratna to his house to fetch some buttermilk. Ratna knew the narrator as he was a frequent visitor to Ramarao's place. Ratna came to the narrator's house. When Ratna came, he requested her to sing a song. It was Friday, so he was wearing a sari. Okay, next is Ranga's disappointment. Meanwhile, Ranga came to narrator's house and stopped at the threshold. Okay, he didn't want the singing to be stopped, but he was curious to see the singer. He was enchanted by her and kept glancing at her. After a while, Ranga asked about Ratna. The narrator quite cunningly told him that she was married a year ago. Ranga was extremely disappointed to hear this. Okay, the narrator noticed signs of disappointment on Ranga's face. Okay, Ranga left after some time. Okay, it means Ranga started liking Ratna. Okay, because of having a good voice. Okay, next is narrator's plan. Next morning, the narrator met the astrologer, better known as Shastri. Okay, now narrator made a plan, okay, of Ranga's marriage with Ratna. Next morning, the narrator, for executing the plan, he needed the help of village astrologer named as Shastri. Okay, he met Shastri and tutored him about his plan in Ranga's case. In the afternoon, the narrator met Ranga, who appeared as disturbed as he was yesterday. Okay, same. Okay, when narrator met Ranga, he was as disturbed as he was yesterday. Okay, the narrator suggested to meet Shastri and inquire about what was worrying Ranga. Okay, Ranga did not protest and went to meet Shastri with the narrator. Shastri pretended surprise and spoke about meeting the narrator after a long time. Okay, the narrator almost ruined his own plan by saying that he had already met Shastri that very morning, but Shastri saved it by changing the sentence. Okay, the narrator told Shastri that something was worrying poor Ranga and they had come to seek his help. After making a pretense of some calculation, Shastri said that it was about a girl. Okay, to the narrator's question as to who that girl was, Shastri said that she had the name of something found in the ocean. Okay, Kamala, Pachi, Mose, Pearl, or Ratna, the precious stone. Okay, next point is this is how they executed their plan. Okay, the narrator's plan succeeded. The narrator plan was bearing fruit. There was some surprise on Ranga's face and even some happiness. On their return, Shama passed in front of Ramarao's house. Ratna was standing at the door. The narrator went inside Ramarao's house and came back a little later. He had a surprised look on his face. He told Ranga that there was some wrong information given to him. Ratna was not married. He also inquired of Ranga whether what Shastri had indicated was true. Shama asked Ranga that he is thinking about Ratna. Ranga admitted that whatever Shastri said about the girl was true. Now he wanted to get married to Ratna. In this way, narrator's plan succeeded. Next is Ranga and Ratna get married. Finally, Ranga and Ratna got married. All the idealism of Ranga was forgotten as he was totally fascinated by Ratna's beauty and sweet voice. They named their first child Shama, as because of Shama's, the narrator, effort, they had got married. Okay, they named their first child, Ranga and Ratna named their first child Shama because of the narrator Shama. Okay, narrator's effort, they got married. Years later, Ranga invited the narrator for the dinner on the occasion of his 3 years old son's birthday. The son was also named as Shama in honor of the narrator. Thus, Ranga was leading a happy married life with Ratna. So, this is all about the chapter Ranga's marriage. So, this whole chapter story talks about Ranga's marriage with Ratna. Okay, how the narrator made plan of Ranga's marriage and how the plan executed and succeeded. So let's talk about the theme of this story. The story Ranga's marriage dates back. The story Ranga's marriage dates back to the early days of British rule when life in villages was slow and child marriage was common. It's very interestingly shows the manipulations done by the narrator to bring a change in the idealistic view of Ranga about marriage and gets him married to an 11-year-old girl, Ratna. Due to the narrator's meticulous planning with the village astrologer, Ranga untimely gets married to Ratna, with whom he had fallen in love on first sight. So, this is about the theme of the story. Conclusion of Ranga's marriage. To sum up the Ranga's marriage summary, we learn about the beauty of a quaint village and its customs and tradition. Plus, it highlights the struggle to preserve our culture against westernization. Okay, so this is the conclusion of Ranga's marriage. Thank you and have a nice day, students.